texted him.
The stream.
I just texted him and said, "Come back," and he said no.
Oh.
That's too bad.
Oh, hold on. My position preferences, audio, hardware.
Oh, I should probably fix the, now our logo's like right over my face with only 3 people in it today. Maybe I'll put it to the side. We'll do this. All right.
Check. 1, 2, test it out. Let's come back.
Check, check.
Oh, last week it wasn't working right to stream live also.
Yeah, I may have accidentally forget to turn it to public when I started the stream last week. I realized that after I ended the stream.
I saw it happening at the beginning, but like we were already into our like at that point. I always feel like, do I say let's start over? Because it feels like a lot of work at that point.
Yeah, I sometimes I forget because when I go in, I have to actually start the stream, and then I have to actually change it to public from unlisted, which is the default. And I sometimes forget to do that.
Jonas said he's not coming back. He's making fake emails to subscribe to Ethan's thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we're live.
We'll just have to edit that out.
Perfect. Yeah, we'll edit that out in post.
Well, welcome to the CouncilCast. This is episode 162, being recorded on March 30th, 2021. The council is now in session with a much smaller crew than usual, but just like every week, we'll make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit.
Random shit? It feels weird. It doesn't feel the same.
No. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have that, panache. I don't know. It doesn't pop. There you go.
Yeah.
Close.
This week, all CouncilCast decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever, just as usual. So we'll start off, and we'll have to start with these rabbits, and I'd say you got to give these guys a hand. I mean, really, a hand stand, if you want to call it that.
I don't.
All right, you don't have to
That's pretty crazy. Well, the rabbits actually, if they're in the video in there, they actually walk on their front paws.
Yeah, so these apparently are mutant rabbits that will walk on 2 legs. And it's not the 2 legs you would think. They actually walk on their front 2 legs.
This is crazy.
What?
It's like they're doing headstands or handstands while they walk.
Walking handstands.
I tried to read the article about why they do this, and it seems to be like a genetic abnormality thing, but I don't understand. I just don't understand why.
Okay, now you've piqued my interest. Now I have to actually go look at this.
Well, and the other interesting thing is that they become blind. They have some sort of vision issue. So they're walking on their front paws, and they can't see.
Well, when I initially read the article,
that rabbit's on his front feet.
I thought that was why they walked on their hands, so that like their eyes were closer to the ground. So as they lost their vision, they could still see where they were going.
Oh.
But then I was like, I don't understand. Then I got confused.
Well, it's pretty cool.
Jumping rabbits, except for the fact that these rabbits don't jump.
Well, not very far on their front feet.
They now know why. So wait, did you already say why? And I just wasn't paying attention.
No. I
some genetic.
Genetics. That's all I know.
It's something about their chromosome.
So it gives it away completely in the title. Then these mutant rabbits walk on 2 legs, and geneticists now know why. Genetics. Great article. So why did they try to make these types of rabbits?
I think they just happened.
This just happened.
they had a goal, but like
No.
They had a goal.
I think
somebody had a goal in mind.
I think they just did that, and finally scientists figured out why, or at least they
Oh,
think
so
they
wait, there
figured
was a
out why.
genetic mutation. How old is this breed of rabbit?
Oh, here they go. They're talking about how the back legs, it causes their back legs to not work. So that's
And they just
why they walk
adapt.
on their front. Yeah.
Hmm.
So when they have a weird genetic mutation and their back legs don't work, then those types of bunnies have apparently learned to walk on their front feet. That's
Interesting.
weird.
Of course.
That sounds more like
You know,
that sounds more like a adaptability than it is a genetic disorder.
The genetic disorder causes them to be able to do this and adapt. Yeah.
Yeah.
so wait, does that mean it's what's it called? What is it called? Darwinism?
That's stupidity.
Oh. Well, I give these rabbits a thumbs up for being, adaptable. But I give the geneticists a thumbs down for coming up with the reason of genetics as the reason why these rabbits are doing their thing. I feel like I want a little bit more detail than that.
Well, maybe there'll be a follow-up interview with one of the rabbits, and they'll explain it fully.
There you go.
Maybe. Yeah.
They probably can't because they're French rabbits, and I don't speak French rabbit, so.
Oh, je suis and then
Yeah.
I am a pineapple.
Yeah, I do give this one a thumbs down, mainly because the geneticists are trying to claim that they found something that caused them to walk on two legs, when in reality they really found something that just caused them not to be able to use their back legs.
I agree.
Blaine, here's a question for you. How do you catch a unique rabbit?
You don't?
Unique up on it. How do you catch a tame rabbit?
I know.
I don't know.
The tame way.
Unique up on it. Oh man, that's some good dad jokes happening on this CouncilCast episode.
There you go.
Well, next topic.
Something that you don't need a dad joke for
It's a
is
smooth transition. Next topic.
Gas. Which hopefully
gas?
passing gas as fast as Jupiter's stratosphere.
Ayo.
Which is apparently over 900 miles per hour.
Wow.
What if you could?
Jupiter looks like a giant marble.
I know Matt's not here tonight to help me understand this, but I think I get that 900 miles an hour is fast.
That is pretty fast. Just imagine if you could fart at 900 miles an hour.
Just imagine. Wait. Let me imagine that. Wow. Just imagine.
Fantastic.
You said it like it was just imagine if you could do that. Like it's the greatest trick in the world. Just imagine if you could.
Just imagine if you could in room thunder and fart
or
900 miles per hour.
Hold your breath for a year or fart at 900 miles an hour.
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
So why did they figure this out?
Apparently some scientists.
Not how. I'm less concerned with the how and why than I am with the why.
So the
okay, sorry.
Some scientists they want the why is so they knew how fast they had to fart to be able to pass gas on Jupiter.
That's a Final Jeopardy thing. They just wanted to have another category.
Yes. I honestly don't know. I guess maybe one of the reasons why they wanted to know is so that we could eventually land there on a gas giant. I have no idea.
Landing there seems nearly impossible given our technological disadvantages.
We would need we would
I
need
can't even
completely
get my
futuristic
Wi-Fi to work
technology.
right most of the time. How are we going to land a thing? What is it? Millions of miles away on a planet made of gas that's traveling at 900 miles per hour.
Well, maybe someone will figure
This
it
seems
out.
like one for
Yes.
Elon.
They're going to ask,
There
how
you
do I
go.
land something in 900-mile-an-hour winds? And
Yep.
then we're going to say, now we know how.
Now we know how.
Very carefully.
Yes.
I tried to type in a search to see what other things went 900 miles an hour, but when I typed 900 miles an hour, all that came up was 5 or 6 articles about how Jupiter's winds are 900 miles an hour. So
900 miles per hour is 1,448 kilometers per hour.
wow, there's a fact.
Yeah. Well, that's cool that they, figured that out, I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
It's cool. It is kind of cool how they figured it out, or at least how they think they figured it out. But why
Yeah,
again?
let's see.
I don't know. I guess maybe in 100 years we'll find out why we needed to do this.
Yeah,
Maybe scientists just wanted to find a hard thing to try and do.
yeah.
They were bored one day.
So did they just like watch one of the swirls and count and measure
No,
and
they
divide?
said that there was a asteroid or a comet that hit Jupiter, and it had
And then
certain
they watched the
elements.
ripples.
Well, there were certain elements, and the elements are caught in the atmosphere now, so the elements are moving.
So they
And so
can
they were
track
able to
those.
track those and come up with a miles per hour.
Yep. Wow.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I guess thumbs up for doing something that nobody thought we needed.
Yeah, 2 thumbs up for space.
2 thumbs up for space.
There it is.
Something that you can't control with your brain is the winds on Jupiter, but maybe Facebook lets you control objects with your mind.
What?
With new futuristic AR control. Although maybe Facebook just wants to control your mind, not allow your mind to
Maybe.
control other things.
100%.
I'm pretty sure that must be it. But yeah, Facebook is apparently showing off and teasing some augmented reality technology, which features a wrist-based wearable that you can control with your mind.
They haven't quite proven that. They've just said it could even be used with just by thinking, but they didn't say how.
Basically, they have like this little watch wrist thing, and they're like, "Hey, look at this thing. You can kind of do things in AR, and it like has some sort of feedback device, so it feels like you're touching objects and things like that." And they're like, "Oh, and then maybe you can control this with your mind in the future."
Yeah, that's like saying, look at this amazing new car, and maybe someday it'll fly.
Yeah, exactly.
I want that to be the
Maybe it'll be a
commercial
submarine
for
too.
our plan in the future. In an undetermined time in the future.
In an
is to
undetermined
have this
time in the
car
future,
be a
cars will be able
transformer.
to. They'll be transformers. It could be a park bench. It could be a car. I don't know. This one just seems a little silly.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think that Facebook just wants to control your brain. I think that's really what they're after here. They're probably like, hey, if we implant this thing in your mind, we now own your brain.
Now, does
It's
Facebook?
Futurama when they have the iPhones and they plant them in your eyeball.
Does Facebook do any other technology stuff? I mean, are they branching out in a big way?
I think they're pretty heavy into this AR and AI type of stuff. So trying to come up with honestly, I think they're probably trying to figure out how can we make people interact digitally on Facebook without actually visiting them in person. It's kind of my guess.
Trying to yeah, okay.
It's kind of like, you guys remember Second Life? I think that's what it was called. That was like supposed to be this
Mm.
whole online thing where you had an avatar, you could kind of live with other people in a digital space all online. I think Facebook's just trying to recreate that.
Yeah. Or I think they're maybe like go back even a little bit farther to like when people would hang out with each other.
What? Did that
I
actually
know.
happen?
People
Face to
together
face.
in the same room without masks on. Mass hysteria. Dogs and
Cats and
cats live.
dogs living together. Yeah.
People closer than 6 feet without a mask.
I like the use of augmented reality for certain things. Do I want Facebook to be the company that makes that? Not really. I haven't
Yeah.
really been impressed with most of their inventions as I message out this CouncilCast episode to all my friends on Facebook. But I, I think that augmented reality is something of the future that has a lot of positive opportunities.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know.
Eric wants people to wants them to bring back MySpace.
MySpace still exists, Eric.
I
Just
don't
go
know. Did they
search it
close
on
down?
the internet right now.
I thought it shut
I
down.
just don't. I'm pretty sure that Facebook would not use this for anything other than a way to sell more coffee or something. I don't know.
And I think that's kind of the big caveat here is I just don't see how. I mean, first of all, I just don't see this as a Facebook thing. Like, I like
Yeah,
AR,
exactly. That's
and I think there's a lot of good uses there. It's just how does Facebook fit into this whole thing? Like, what are they trying to
exactly.
do with it? And I think to your point though, it's like they're just trying to think of how can we sell more ads? Like, how can we get more
I
people's
think so.
privacy, more information, and all that stuff? And it's like, I don't know if I like that idea.
Right.
Your wristband read your mind and told you that you need to go to the store and buy more coffee. I mean, that's just I didn't know that. I didn't know that was in my brain, but the wristband told me, so now I better go do it.
The other day, Kayla and I were talking about something. I can't remember what it was exactly, but it was kind of like it was a story about a baby or somebody's baby or a kid or something. And Kayla was telling the story. When she got done, Alexa popped up and said, "That was a very cute story."
Oh, that's weird.
And I was like, "You're not this close to being completely unplugged forever, Alexa. You better watch yourself."
Did you tell Alexa that?
I did. Alexa did not say anything after that, and
I'll bet not.
that's how it should
I
be.
I agree, Blaine. I like the idea of the technology, but I just don't get how Facebook's involved. So I'm going to say thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Yeah.
Yeah, something that is kind of the opposite end of augmented reality is riding your bicycle. And what would it mean to you if you didn't ever have to worry about flat tires again?
Hmm. It wouldn't
It
mean
would
anything to
mean
me.
it'd be really incredible. The question I'm going to jump right to is, do they think they could make this technology accessible on car tires?
That might be a bit of a stretch, I'm afraid. But what we are talking about is an invention created for NASA. But these are actually titanium-based metal tires. And
Hmm.
the way that they kind of work is it looks like they've kind of got this smart alloy, is what they call it, um, made from titanium and some other metal, nickel. And apparently it remembers its shape, so kind of like a spring, it creates a little give in the metal that maintains its shape and without fatiguing and stressing itself and breaking, basically. And so
Yeah, I like.
they kind of created
I,
this tire, this material, and it goes on a tire on a bicycle. It's kind of the first commercial application for it, but NASA uses it for wheels on like rovers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like how it says,
So
and it's pretty slick. So be careful. You're
so
gonna be
it's a
on a
mountain bike.
metal bicycle with tires that weigh 40 pounds, and it's gonna be slick. Be
Well,
careful.
that was the first thing I thought of when I read this article. I was like, God, metal tires, like that doesn't sound like a good thing. Like how are you gonna get grip? But apparently they actually are coating them with like a rubber on the top of it. So
They put a
instead of
rubber on
having
top.
to pump up your tires, I guess eventually you would have to get your tires recoated in rubber. I don't know. Maybe you can just get like that Plastidip stuff and just paint that over.
Just spray it on there. And for those who are actually listening tonight, MySpace still exists.
Thank you.
Yes.
Um,
I just joined for the first time. I'm happy to say I'm a MySpace
you
member
have a
now.
new
I have a new social media account, so please join my MySpace page.
share your favorite songs with me. Don't worry, they might get deleted.
My name on MySpace is Bunny
Bunny
Candy
front paws.
Bunny Front Paws Candy Chop. I don't know. I just made it up really quick, so I don't remember. But
Bunny front paws.
Bunny Front
Uh,
Paws.
yeah, this I like that they're doing new things because NASA, is getting totally eclipsed by uh,
SpaceX.
Elon Musk's rocket company, the
Mhm.
big rocket company. Is that what his company's called? I always forget.
Yes, it is.
Big rock.
Acme.
Acme. But I'm curious, did they just put it on bicycles because they were like, hey, we need to make some more money?
Well,
And, Tang is really out of style now. So let's try and sell bicycles.
I don't know why they did that. Maybe the article says, but I got to imagine it's safer to stick that on one bicycle with one person than on a car. I'm sure the application to a car is where they want to head at some point.
Yeah,
Probably.
the only problem though is, and they mentioned this in the article, is that these are, I mean, it's still a metal tire. Like it is definitely heavier than a rubber tire, and so I just don't, honestly, unless they can make this extra light, I don't see them converting this onto cars. It's just going to
Because
be
it would
way
just
too heavy.
destroy gas mileage.
Yeah.
Hmm. I wonder what it would do to roads.
You wouldn't ever have to put chains on.
Or maybe you would because of the plastic being slick.
Yeah, you'd have to have that plastic dip stuff
Yeah.
every so. I'm gonna say thumbs down. I mean, I don't want to because it's kind of cool, but still, seems kind of pointless.
I like the idea of airless tires yet, and I do think that this is in a generally good direction, but I just don't see the benefits yet, and I'm afraid that these tires are going to be ridiculously expensive. So I'm going to have to say thumbs down.
Yeah, I bet you they are.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up for controversy.
Good thing all decisions are final.
Absolutely.
Good thing.
Good
No
thing.
backsies.
Well,
No backsies.
You know what isn't controversial is the fact that katanas make everything better, which is exactly why Lenovo has now made a gaming computer chair with its own katana holder.
What?
Just in case you ever need to pull out your sword when you're, pissed off about losing to an online opponent and you just want to cut your monitor in half.
This is 100% necessary.
100% necessary.
Yeah, this is.
I don't know. This,
Ridiculous.
yes.
This is definitely in the random shit category for a reason. I love how the article is like 1.5 paragraphs long.
Well,
They put a holder for the katana in the chair. The end.
they did only make 5 of these chairs for a promotional giveaway in Japan, I guess. So it's not like you can really buy one, but it's kind of like.
Oh man.
I mean, honestly, the chair looks like it's just a normal chair. Why didn't they just make this as like an accessory you could attach to any chair?
Well, you know what? Why don't we just go make our own katana holder?
Yeah, it looks like you could make it. It looks like it's just strapped on.
It's not even. It's
Pretty
not even like
lame.
It looks
Yes.
pieces of plastic and a little bit of
They
This
just,
is
yeah,
so ridiculous. Like, I
like
don't
they
know.
zip
I have
tied
room on
the
this chair for that. Yeah, I
yeah,
could do that.
like they zip tied the sword sheath to the chair. That was about the end of it.
Yeah, but there's a design element to it. They really put a
Sure.
lot of thought into this plastic.
yeah. Well, I
Eric
mean,
says he thinks it would go great with his KFC gaming box.
And our
you could use
Bud
the,
Light,
you could use the sword to cut up your chicken.
And our
well,
Bud Light projector.
Bud Light projector, yeah. That's it. That's the perfect combination.
That's the
Is
perfect ensemble.
the sword
That's what
chair
you're
with the
missing.
Bud Light? We just need some sort of useless, ridiculous computer or something.
Only makes sense.
I love this. I'm saving this page. That way I can make my own since we can't buy it. Thumbs up. Great idea.
Yeah, I'm
I'll
gonna
need to
give
buy
it
a
thumbs up.
katana.
I'm gonna come up with our own. We'll have our own branded CouncilCast katana holder coming out sometime next year.
Thumbs up.
Uh, something that you don't need to use a knife on is cooked chicken. And if you ever thought that cooking chicken was too fast, you now know how many slaps it takes to cook a chicken.
Blaine, how many slaps does it take to cook a chicken?
135,000.
I thought the punchline would be funnier. 135,000. That's
How many slaps does it take to cook a chicken? To get across the road.
would be
I kept
tender,
seeing
that's
this
for sure.
video
Yes.
pop up on YouTube. And it was like, how many slaps? And I was like, it's a 30-minute long video. I don't care
watch
that
the whole
much.
video, no.
But
you pull it to the end.
Yeah.
Look
if
at
I
the counter
just
at
knew
the end.
ending.
135,000 slaps.
So
This is
guy apparently, I have no idea who thought this was a good idea, but
why is this? Somebody had to have said there has to be like some running joke on the internet that somebody was like, oh, how many slaps would it take to cook a chicken? Or like something like a middle school joke that we aren't in on because we're not in middle school anymore.
probably.
Or maybe some adults acting like middle schoolers drank too much beer and we're trying to figure out how many times you have to slap a chicken for it to cook.
There's that possibility as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is pretty fantastic.
I honestly didn't think that slapping a chicken would raise its temperature that much. But and if you do watch some of the videos, certainly don't watch all 30 minutes of it. It's not worth it.
It's pretty repetitive.
It is very repetitive. About 135,000.
135,000 times repetitive.
But he does talk a little bit about how he had, some of the challenges was just how long, like 135,000 slaps doesn't happen in a short amount of time. And so to keep the heat in the chicken, he actually had to wrap it in aerogel so that it could actually keep it insulated and retain the heat from the slapping over time.
It just seems ridiculously, moronically complicated.
And it certainly tenderizes your chicken if that's what you're going
Tenderizes your chicken,
If how long did it take?
I can't remember. I thought it was like, I thought over
90 minutes? Wait.
Yeah. He said all it took was a half a dozen hours and 135,000 slaps.
6 hours?
Yeah, it sounds like it took 6 hours to cook it.
6 hours to cook the chicken with 135,000 slap.
If it was like
Put that in your recipe.
Chicken, though, like I feel like you could make a machine that slaps a chicken that you could sell to high-end restaurants. Like it'd be an expensive machine, like a sous vide for.
You want an original recipe or
slapped?
Slapped.
Extra crispy or slapped?
Extra crispy.
Oh, I love a slapped
original
chicken,
recipe
please.
Or slapped.
Because if it's tenderizing and it's heating it up simultaneously, you're really breaking that meat down. It could just like be soup, like you fill a bag with some.
Yeah, you drink it through a straw.
It'd be so. I'd eat that. You know what? I'd eat a slap chicken.
You know, the best
I'm gonna
part
go on the
is,
record to say 2 thumbs up. I'd eat a slap chicken.
I hope that if you do that, you know, you certainly have a better packaging than this guy because apparently it broke the container and mixed fiberglass and aerogel into the meat. So
Gross.
Secret sauce.
secret sauce.
Kinetic energy.
Kinetic energy.
Watching the video, he has like this little diagram of slapping, and then kinetic energy is bouncing around it.
You
I
know,
cooked a chicken by slapping it.
I'm definitely not gonna eat this chicken, so thumbs down.
Well, once he gets the kinks worked out,
That just sounds like a mess waiting to happen.
It is a mess. It was a complete mess.
All right. Well, I think with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to our Elon Musk pitches for the week. Anybody have a pitch?
Okay.
Want to pitch Mr. Musk?
Yes.
I think he should make a beef slapping cook machine.
It's a great idea. What would you call that?
The beat my meat machine.
I think you just came up with a title for this week.
Beef cooking machine using
No.
slaps.
I like that. You know what? I would love a beat my meat opportunity to enjoy with you sometime. So hopefully he invents that, because that would be awesome.
I'd be more than happy to have you over to beat my meat.
Oh my god.
Eat my meat straight from my beater.
Great, thank you. Oh, good.
All right.
Perfect. I had this idea the other day. I want Elon to make a system that he puts. I don't know if they're springs or if they're, I don't know if it is something to do with the kinetic energy, and it collects heat as foot traffic happens over sidewalk, and then it can build up energy, and that energy can go back into the grid. And so basically, people walking around will power the cities that they're walking in.
Wow, that's a great idea. I'm surprised he hasn't come up with that already.
Thanks. I've pitched it twice on this show, and we actually talked about it in an article a long time ago.
I was gonna say, I remember talking about this, and so I can't believe he hasn't made it yet as well.
Well,
I know
he just needs to pay attention. We're spoon feeding him some of the best ideas on the planet.
I know it's like cheating to pitch the same idea twice, but sometimes you just got to resend that email, bring it to the top of their queue. Maybe they'll get back to it. So
I'll send it to you on Sunday night, so it's at the top of your inbox Monday morning.
Perfect. That's exactly what I'm trying to do here.
Thumbs up. That's a great idea.
Sure. Why not? I don't mind double pitching.
You gave it a thumbs down last time, but I appreciate the encouragement this time. So actually, I don't remember. I don't know who gave what thumbs up on what.
I'm thumbs upping your commitment to it.
Thank you. There's no way for us to go figure it out either, because I have no idea when I pitched that. Actually, we could find it. We could find it in the notes.
In the notes. In the transcripts, the manuscripts from each session.
The very detailed transcripts we have, yes.
2/12/2019 is the last time I pitched this, so it's over a year ago.
It's time to repitch.
Like over 2 years ago.
That was episode 68.
Wow.
That was over 2 years. That was 2 years ago. It feels like
that generate power. Yep, there you go. Perfect.
That's incredible.
Think how far along he'd be if he had just taken your idea the first time.
2 years ago. Yeah, he'd probably be past prototypes by now. He'd probably be putting it in cities, big cities all across America.
He would have set it up. Yeah, because you came up with the idea, he would have set it up at your house so that as you walk around, you
Ooh, I'm gonna one up this. Not just when people are walking, but I want it in the roads so that as cars drive over the roads, we're collecting energy. There.
There you go.
That way he can make money off of it, more money off of his Teslas.
You know, if you could have it built into the road, and then the road has inductive chargers to charge your car, I think you can just get free energy.
You could, yes, exactly. Just like the battery that charges it. You have two batteries in the Tesla. Okay, follow me on this. One battery charges the other while it's gaining energy from the wheels spinning.
On the special road.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Yep. That's great.
Perfect. Well, we solved the energy crisis.
Perfect.
Renewable energy.
All right, Brian, you got a pitch for us tonight?
Yeah, I'd like Elon Musk to come up with free internet for everyone on the planet based on a series of satellites deposited around the Earth.
You pitched this one like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, did I pitch this 2 weeks ago? Oh, is this the one where he's already done it? Oh, dang it. Okay, never mind. I'll think of something new next time.
In a couple weeks. Say here.
Satellites get talked about a lot on this show.
158 satellite internet that won't go down due to storms, beams it down to the individual devices.
Rub it in, Blaine. Just tell everyone to the great details that I just shared again.
Well, you pitched a bunch of satellites that could combine themselves to create the Voyager. Space laser face mask that fry all particles coming out of your mouth shot out of the Starlink satellite. You have a lot of pictures for satellites, Blaine.
He probably doesn't want me to add to it. So I'm going to retract it because I don't want to step on Blaine's ideas.
I don't think you've ever pitched free internet, so I will give you that one. Free internet from everyone based on satellite.
Free. That horribly obnoxious commercial. Free.
Logan pitched that satellites be shaped like Nintendo 64 boobs.
That's right.
And I pitched that all the satellites have escape pods that can send pictures and videos back to Earth. So it'd be like a flash drive. I don't know why, but just in case you need those. You had another one about satellites. Manufacture things in space and then deliver via satellite with magnetic landing pad. Oh man, we love satellites.
I don't understand why he hasn't done anything with satellites yet.
He hasn't done a single thing with satellites.
0 satellite things done.
Perfect.
Yeah, good. Well, thumbs up for that. Yeah, I like free internet.
Free.
All right. I think with that, we're going to go ahead and call this council meeting adjourned. We thank you all for listening. We do record this podcast live Tuesday nights on YouTube. And if you liked what you saw and want to check out all of our past episodes, you can go to CouncilCast.org. You can also find us on iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. And if you have a topic you would like the council's decision on, you can email us at IDon'tCare@CouncilCast.org or connect with us on Twitter @RealCouncilCast. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye.